And now, the #1 Montana game of all time, the catch.
We all agree what #1 on this list is.
The catch game has to be #1.
The outcome of a Super Bowl berth hangs in the balance.
When you think of Montana, you think of the catch. It's got to be #1.
It's a madhouse at Candlestick.
There are few games, if any, in NFL history which were as seminal. You had essentially the end of the Landry Cowboy era and the start of the Walsh 49er era.
Look at Montana. And why not? He went 90 yards.
It has to be #1, even though it wasn't his greatest statistical game. It was certainly symbolically the greatest game of his career.
Montana setting up to throw deep. Throws it high. Down in the corner. Everson Walls takes it away from Freddie Solomon.
What is often forgotten about our #1 Montana game is that Joe's career masterpiece was clearly a work that could only be appreciated after viewing its final act.
It certainly wasn't his best game. He threw 3 picks. They turned it over 6 times.
We fumbled the ball. We had interceptions. We had sacks. It wasn't really pretty, except for that last drive.
And they marked the ball down at the San Francisco 11. That's how far they have to go to win.
Well, at that point, Montana had done the Saints comeback. He'd done the chicken soup game, but this is the Dallas Cowboys. They knocked the 49ers out of the playoffs in 70, 71, and 72. Can Joe Montana actually drive them all the way down?
That game is about the defining moments of the last 2 minutes. Who is this guy, Montana? I'm John Wayne, and John Wayne never loses.
It's 3rd and 3 from the 6. San Francisco has never won a championship in professional sports.
58 seconds left.
We're going to call a sprint option. He's going to break up and break into the corner. Okay. You got it? Dwight will clear.
Montana lines up at the 5. And on 3rd down and 3, he rolls right looking to throw. He throws into the end zone.
As a 49er fan growing up, you're thinking, just get rid of the ball. Just give us one more play. He releases the ball, and it's just, oh, thank you. We have one more chance. And then a blur. Shouldn't be there. Down comes Dwight Clark, and football changed forever.
There's all sorts of myths surrounding that stuff, you know. Did Dwight know that that pass was going there? Was he throwing it away?
No matter what anybody says, if you talk to all the Cowboy players, they will tell you he was throwing that ball away.
If you don't get what you want, you just simply throw the ball away.
It sure looked from the sideline like he was just getting rid of the ball, because they were coming.
Sorry, Dallas Cowboy fans, he wasn't throwing the ball away. He was throwing the ball where only Dwight was going to go up and get it.
Here's Montana finally throwing the ball away. Clark makes a leaping catch.
No, they practiced the play, they'll tell you.
We had practiced this play so many times, I knew exactly what Joe was trying to do. When we practiced it, Joe would always throw it either too low or, way over my head. But in the game that sends you to the Super Bowl, he puts it in the exact spot where it has to be.
You know what? It doesn't matter. All that matters is that Dwight Clark was in that moment, at that place, and made that catch.
There's so many great Joe Montana moments to choose from. The catch is #1. The catch will always be #1.
Because of all the things that he's done, and all the great plays, and all the comebacks, Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback that I have ever seen play the game of football.
When you did what he's done, and we've all watched him, I'll say it with no disclaimer, this guy's the greatest quarterback that ever played the game.